That's stunning, and we did tell you that we're going to show you something artistic, so I hope you like that clip on Shanghai. It's beautiful. They just know how to decorate their city, make it look stunning, make it look lovely. I think we're getting there as well. We're having a beautiful city as well here in Sri Lanka.
That's for sure.
Colombo looks lovely, and we're going in for a break. We'll be back very soon. Do stay with us.
Welcome back. You're watching Rise and Shine. It's Saturday, the 15th of December. As you mentioned before we went on to the break, we're going to have the guest on the show. And it's our pleasure, Sherry and I, to say good morning to one of Sri Lanka's stage drama veterans and someone who's been in the industry for so long and has made a mark for herself. And we're going to not just to say hi to her, we're going to talk about 3 different generations of performers and how it's evolved. And it's time for us to say good morning to Mrs. Malini Ranasinghe and her daughter, Kanchanamala Gunawardena. Morning to you, ma'am.
Oh, good morning.
And if I may ask, ma'am, going way back in time, because stage drama then was the only thing Sri Lanka had as entertainment and very few movies. How was it like getting on stage?
Well, it was a novel experience to me too. I had just entered university as a first year student, and I entered for science. I had no idea whatsoever of getting involved in a play, but Professor Sarath Chandra had been auditioning thousands of university students at that time, and had already selected people for almost all the roles in his new drama, which finally became an epic drama. So then sort of I got the chance because even though he had selected all the actors and actresses, he had still been on the lookout for a girl with, I suppose, the type of voice he had in mind. He's like that. He has in mind, certain looks or the appearance of a certain person for a particular character or the voice. So he had been on the sort of lookout for a person and had told the president and the secretary to search for any new singers, good singers amongst the new entrants. So we had only just entered at that time, and I was ragged. The rag was a fine thing at that time, I was just asked to sing, and they were pleased with my voice, though they bullied me at the time. And had sort of informed the president and the secretary that there was a new girl from Girls High School, Kandy, who had a pleasant voice. So that's how I got selected. I was taken to Professor. It was a lovely experience, and actually we thought when we were rehearsing, we rehearsed for about 8 months continuously, every evening continuously, and we really enjoyed that so much that we would have preferred if we didn't have to study, if we could have gone on with drama only.
So it's pretty interesting because you mentioned that you never thought of drama. It was only science at the beginning. And to be selected to get into a drama of this sort. So it's 2 different fields. How was the response from your home, and actually, how did you get permission?
Actually, in school, our school, Girls High School, Kandy, sort of didn't produce any singular dramas, if at all, because we had to do literature was one of our subjects in the curriculum, and only sort of Shakespearean plays, one-act plays, those only were produced, and that's what the teachers did for us. We were not even taken to see, singular dramas like later on. When we were teachers, we took students to see good drama, so we were not taken even. So no idea whatsoever. And actually, I didn't even know who Professor Sarath Chandra was. He was such a, that kind of figure, but still I didn't know because I didn't have anything to do with the arts field. To say a question, I forget now. I'm sorry.
She asked about the difference of
the difference and how the parents reacted. Yes. So actually, I liked singing because even at home I used to sing often, and I didn't tell my parents that I got selected for this because I thought they would say no nonsense because you've gone to study, you get out of it. So I carried on with rehearsals, and after a long while, I told that there's a person called Professor Sarath Chandra, and then by Maname and all, my parents knew, they had heard of it, so they were not thrilled with it. They didn't encourage me to that extent, but they kept quiet. But they had sort of made inquiries, you know, as to who Dr. Sarachandra was and what this drama was. They kept quiet. Even after I acted, you know, even after they saw me acting in the drama, they never sort of enthusiastically praised me. They said, yes, you have you have such a ringing voice, and, you know, just that kind of comment only. Never praise me like the outsiders would do.
That makes us want to do more. So obviously that's what parents do, I guess, even now.
Yeah.
Even my
And we
mother
got
would
to
do
mention, Sherry, just like Ms. Ransingham mentioned, playing this role of Super Devi, she broke a Guinness World Record. It's time for us to check that out as well. She's played this role over 5,000 times over 30 years, 3 decades of that. It's quite remarkable as to what Sri Lanka goes through. We mentioned about Guinness World Records, we talk a lot about it, but this is about Sri Lanka having one of its own. Have a look at this clip. Alright, so there we go. That's the Guinness World Record Sri Lanka's going to be proud of. And from that, I'm going to move into her daughter, Kanchana. So, how was it like growing up knowing that your mom is one of the most famous actors on stage?
I'd say it was a nice experience. So I grew up in Kandy, and so whenever we go out, like, people will always recognize both my mother and father and would talk to us, and it was very pleasant. They were all very nice and would appreciate what my parents did. And then we had a lot of artists at home all the time, so in parties and gatherings. So they are very fun-loving people. So it was a nice experience. And I think further down the track, when I grew up, I recognized that I had observed them both on stage and in real life, and had the opportunity to gain some of their knowledge, their skills, just by being with them.
It's quite unique to know that Ms. Ransingham met her future husband on the stage itself.
Yes,
So,
actually the Guinness record is for both of us, because
Yes.
he also was with me alongside. He played the role of the narrator.
all right. So, got to ask Kanchana, so that's the purpose for you being here. It's about releasing a couple of songs. How has that gone about?
Yes, so it was a novel experience. I did my first song last December, and then this time when I came down, I have done 3 original songs. So I think although I moved on to another profession for work, my true love is music and Sri Lankan art, and that is where I find my comfort, I guess. So I try to continue what I can. There has been a big lapse while I continued my studies and got my professional experience, but now that I have come back to the field, I'm loving it, and I am looking forward to what more things that I can do.
So we do have a trailer of what you're about to release as well, the song. So let's have a look at it. Well, that's song number 1. We have another one to be released.
Okay.
So let's have another look at the second trailer.
All right, so that was the second song that's to be released. So there is so much to look forward to. As we mentioned, we're going to have a third generation in the studios as well. So it's time for us to say thank you to Ms. Mal Ransingham and Kanchana for being with us. And when we're going to take a small break. We're not going to take a break, actually. We're going to actually have a look at one of those songs from Super Devi, what Ms. Mal Ransingham was famous for, as she holds a Guinness World Record doing this for so long, and it's 3 decades of that she has done. Thank you very much for being with us, ma'am. And we're going to introduce 2 young ones. That's Kanchana's kids, the daughter and the son. in a little while. So we're going to take a sneak peek into this song, and when we come back, we'll say hi to the small ones as well.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the show. You're watching Rise and Shine. Good morning to you if you happen to just tune in. And we did tell you that we're going to introduce the third generation of Malini Ranasinghe. So we're proud to have her grandkids here. So a very good morning to the two of you. We have Praveen Gunawardena, the little one there, and we also have Aravindi. Hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
How's it been?
It's been really good.
How has your holidays been so far in Sri
good.
Lanka?
We've been to Kandy and then we've come back here and it's been really good.
Lovely. So you're here to sing for us today? So
Yes.
first we're going to ask Praveen to sing for us. What are you going to sing?
Castle on the Hill by Ed Sheeran.
Are you a fan of Ed Sheeran?
Kind of.
Kind of. Okay, so you've picked Ed Sheeran to sing for us today. So obviously you probably like him better than a few others.
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
So let's have the track.
I was 6 years old, I broke my leg. I was running from my brother and his friends.
So there we go, a 10-year-old Praveen giving us that. And how's it been like knowing that your mum and your grandma are popular Sri Lankan artists?
Very exciting.
All right, so there we go. So if I may ask Arvind this, so how's it been like growing up knowing that this is what your mum and your grandparents did, and how was it like? What was the reaction when you knew that they were so famous in Sri Lanka?
Well, I actually didn't know until a very long time when my friend told me, because they never actually told me. But then after that, then it's been really cool. Like everyone's known us like wherever we go. So then it's like all like eyes on us all the time, which is kind of scary, but it's really cool.
Nice.
Okay, so what do you do in terms of studies?
I'm at school and I just finished grade 10, so I'm going to grade 11 now.
Good. So are you gonna keep singing as well?
I hope so, yes. I'm studying music, so I will be doing...
Lovely. So
All right.
who was your inspiration? You're confused. He said
Praveen's
something
about
nice.
to say something about
he said
his
something
sister.
nice. I think he said it's you. Did you?
I think he said Shawn Mendes.
Oh, you did.
All right.
Okay. Right. It's time for us to wind up the show as well. We're going to wind up with your performance. You're going to sing for us. So thank you so much once again for being a part of the
Wishing
show.
you all the very best for the holidays and the future as well.
Thank you.
And
So
let's
we're
end
gonna
it
wind
up
up,
with
yeah.
your track. Thank you so much, and all the best once again. Enjoy your holiday.
Thank you.
I know all the lines to say, the part I'm expected to play, but in the reflection I am worlds away. As I put my costume on, eyelashes one by one. Been doing this so long I can tie the knot behind my back. And everyone's waiting, but it's getting harder to hear what my heart is saying, 'cause everyone's waiting. Just swallow and breathe, she says. Remember, this ain't for you, it's for them. And all of those painful lessons you had to learn, you gotta use them now or never. 'Cause everyone's waiting, but it's getting harder to hear what my heart keeps saying. Turn it off, I wanna turn it off. When everyone's waiting, it makes it harder to hear what my heart keeps saying. Turn it off, I wanna turn it off, but everyone's waiting. And I hear the answers appear when you just stand still. But make it all, how do you make it all stop when everyone's waiting? everyone.